Hello, welcome to How to Play 421, a game for 3 players. Other player counts are possible, so please try this home. Music today is provided by Christopher Joe Carter. We appreciate his great music. Do visit his channel. We'll have a link at the end of this video. He makes some excellent music. So the object of this game is to be the first player to rid yourself of all your chips. You do this, of course, by rolling high die combinations and being the highest roller in the second phase after the first phase, which of course is accumulating. And once it's determined that you were the highest roller and nobody could beat you, then you are able to get rid of your last chip. You win the game. Setup is pretty simple. You just need 20 poker chips and 3 dice and some pen and paper. Each player is going to take 3 chips. And then turn order is going to be decided by a single roll. Here we selected a dice for each player. And we have a tie, so a tie is decided by a playoff. And player on top wins. So now we're going to go in a clockwise turn order. So phase 1 is about accumulating chips with single roll results. The phase ends when all chips have been distributed. Then we go to phase 2. So in phase 1, if 421 is rolled, the lowest roller must take all but 1 chip in the pot. So if there's only 2, you're only going to take 1. But if there's like 6, you're going to take 5 of them. So if there's only 1 chip left, you will take that chip. So in terms of roll hierarchy, a 421 will get all but 1 chip to the lowest roller. A 116 will give 6 chips to the lowest roller. A 112 will give 2. So whatever that third number is, that's how many chips are given. A 3 of a kind gives 3 chips. A straight gives 2 chips. And if you don't have either one of those, a high roll, so 665 is the highest you can have, 221 is the lowest. That only gets 1 chip. So it's very rare 221 is going to beat anything. It's actually, I think it's impossible unless everybody rolls a 221, then you do a playoff tie with 1 chip. So, for example, 421 beats everything, beats a 116. The 116 will, of course, beat a 112. They're equal in rank, but the last dice is higher than the last dice of the other one. And then 112 is going to beat a 3 of a kind. It's also going to be a 654, and a 3 of a kind is going to beat a 654. If you just follow this chart, you'll see everything. So straights beat the high rolls. So if you get a tie for the lowest roll in phase 1 or tie for the highest roll in phase 2, you're deciding this by a single die roll. Highest die wins in both cases. So in phase 1, somebody rolls a 421. The lowest roller is getting all but 1 chip left. So maybe there's the game just started. There's a lot of chips. Yeah, you're getting a lot of chips. The game's going to end pretty quickly in phase 2. Now in phase 2, those chips don't go back to the pot. They're going to go to the lowest roller. So if you do get a 421 in phase 2, all your chips go to the lowest roller. It might be somebody that's about to beat you. They all go to them. So interesting way to do things. So go ahead and take a look at that and be ready for it in the game. So now we begin with phase 1. We're taking single rolls of the dice and we're recording the number. Here we have a 9 and 5, so that is a 14. And then player 2 has earned himself to be a 12. Excuse me, a 17. And then player 3 had 10. So the high roll is the dice roll for that. There's only 1 chip given. The one that had the highest roll, player 2 would roll, but yeah, I just messed it up in this video. So next dice roll will get it right. So basically we're recording everybody's roll. If they don't get a specific combination, then they all got a high roll. So the first phase is real simple. You're just rolling once. So now player 3 lost that one, so he earns a chip. And now the player that actually won that round starts us off. We got a 2, 3, 4 straight. And that one's most likely going to win unless somebody does something better. And nope, that one wins. So now it's determined who's the loser. Player 1 lost, so he gets 2 chips for that straight, as we discussed earlier in the hierarchy. That's the only real confusing part of this game is the hierarchy. The rest of the game is pretty simple. Very, very simple. The hierarchy is a little bit of time to get used to, so write it down on a sheet of paper, give it to everybody as a player guide. Really simple game, played commonly in France and bars. So now we're going to we have a tie, so we're going to do a single dice playoff. We got 5 versus 6, 6-1. So 1 chip's given to player 1. So now player 2 starts us off because he won the last round. Actually, no, player 3 won the last round, so he starts us off. And we're just recording everybody's dice rolls. Real simple. You're not going to see too many combinations in this phase of the game. If you do, it's pretty impressive. So if you do get a natural 421, yeah, that's going to be great. So we got 2, 3, 4. That's probably going to win. It's a straight, unless a better straight can come, and no, it doesn't. So the loser gets 2 chips, and now we got 3 chips left in the pot. So we're getting pretty close to the end. So now we got a 7 by player 2, player 3. Gives us a good solid 10. See if we get anything better. We have 12. 12 wins. Loser gets 1 chip. And we keep going. We got 2 chips left. We're almost in phase 2. We roll a 7. Actually, we roll a 4, 2, 1. So that's interesting. Now, if this would have came earlier in the game, been great. But this time, it's only worth 1 chip. So everybody knows they're going to lose this game. Now it's a matter of not coming in last. And we have a straight. So we didn't come in last. We got 1 chip left. So now everybody's attempting to roll the dice and see what happens. And so now we got a 1, 3, 5. So now we're in phase 2. In phase 2, players are returning chips to the pot or to other players. Players may hold and reroll dice twice in this phase, similar to Yahtzee. The phase ends whenever a player has shed all of his chips, and that player is the winner. So now we have a quick review of the roll hierarchy. It's the same as before. Nothing's changed. So now chips are going back into the pot or to other players. In the case of a 421, that's going to the lowest roller. It does not go back into the pot, but it goes to the lowest roller. So that can probably change who potentially can win this game, even though the odds may seem against you. So now we're allowed to roll twice. So we hold the 5, 6, and we get a 2. And the last roll, we get a 6, 6, 5. Of course, that's the highest high roll you can have. That's a 17. See if player 1 at the top can do better. He already has. He has a 2, 3, 4. Now he can mark that, or he can keep rolling. He's going to risk it and re-roll. And that was a bad idea. So now he has a 10. So we're going to keep going with this. Player 2 had the 2, 3, 4 straight. So he put in 2 chips into the pot. And now player 2 should be starting us to continue the dice rolling that's going on in this round. And he does. So we now have a 5, 5, 4. He's going to hold the 5s and re-roll the 4, and he returns back to the 5, 5, 4. So now we have a 3, 3, and we hold, and we have 3, 3, 5. Last one, 3, 3, 1. So that did not do really well. So now player 1 at the top, 2, 3, 4. That's a straight. So he's going to keep that, I imagine. And that gives 2 chips to the pot. So now we have a 1, 2, 2. We hold the 2 and 1, hope we get a 4. We do not. And we have a 421. Now this is interesting. So all but 1 chip is going to go to the lowest player. So now the other 2 players are just trying not to come in last place. Now player 3's roll. He has 3 of a kind, so he did not come in last place. So now that means 3 chips are going to player 2 from player 1. So all but 1. So if he would have had more than 4 chips, he would have given more than 3 chips. So now player 1 starts us off. He has a 6, 6, and a 3. He's going to go ahead and hold the 6s. And now he's got 3 of a kind. And for all intents and purposes, this game, if you search it online, has several different rule variants, several different write-ups of the rules. There's not one that's really set in stone. This is the one I went with. I have one on the app, has different variants. Doesn't tell me what the difference between the variants are. And now we just see player 1 has won. He had the highest roll. He had 1 chip to get rid of, so he got rid of it. And so, like always, you want to play this game in public, come to our Reddit page. There it is. And post your city, post what games you know and what games you want to learn. It's not just card games. You can post others if you'd like. But do get on there and post your city. Do like and subscribe and recommend this channel and these videos to your friends. Now, in the description of the video, if you click there, you will see all the pertinent information for each video, including card channels that I like Gather Together Games, Hogwash Gaming, There's Learn Tarot Card Games. If you love tarot card games and you want to learn about them, that's the channel. Matthew Newman has a lot of great solitaires. Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll. They do commercial games, free games, and Stellar Solitaire also had some great solitaires. Taylor's Trick Taking Table is a wonderful place, and Triple S Games, one of my favorites. He does some great work. And Christopher Joel Carter, if you visit his page, he did the music for today's game, so let's go visit his page and let him know how much we appreciate his music and what a great job and how much hard work he's done performing on the piano for us today. So I'll see you next video, and do hit the like and subscribe, and have a good rest of your day.